If you are Grandmaster and below and are struggling to win games, I would highly recommend picking up Moon Knight this season, and here's why. Moon Knight has been getting micro-buffed nearly every patch for the past 3 seasons, and he's arguably in his strongest state right now in Season 5. He has 2 pretty distinct playstyles, with the third one being a healthy mix of the two, which we'll go over. The first playstyle is the one most Moon Knight players will gravitate towards when first picking him up, and it is the Brawl Knight style. This is the play with your team kind of style where you are looking to damage overload the enemy frontline and build your ultimate up relatively quickly. This is not to say you are only targeting tanks, but you are mainly playing around or grouped with your team and are looking for a lot of value bouncing your primary fire into a group of enemies. This style is good for wombo combo compositions. Tanks like Groot, Strange, and Angela can combo with Moon Knight ult really well, so you want to have high uptime on it. The second playstyle is the Assassin or Flank Knight style. This one requires a lot more knowledge, decision-making, and mechanics, but has the potential to carry harder as you are primarily targeting high-value heroes like supports or DPS more frequently, creating more immediate numbers advantages. The Flank Knight style looks to take advantage of a team's lack of awareness and use the insanely high burst potential of Moon Knight to delete enemies before any real teamfight is even allowed to happen. The third playstyle I mentioned is the one most Celestial plus Moon Knights will use, and it's the one that fluctuates between the two that I mentioned. Understanding which playstyle to channel is important, and the ability to seemingly transition between the two depending on the situation is what separates the good Moon Knights from the great ones. Players like Avenue and Quad will easily transition between the two as needed. Even if they have a preference for one playstyle over the other, you will see in a majority of their games they will utilize tactics from both. Now, this isn't to say that Moon Knight is a perfect hero by any means. He's definitely got some counters. Dive heroes like Daredevil, Psylocke, and Venom tend to do well against him because they have the ability to close the gap and bait out a lot of his cooldowns before finally finishing him off with the burst in their kits. I would even argue Double Shield can be tough to play against if you're playing the Brawl Knight style, as your DPS tends to be a lot lower when you're shooting into Strange, Mag, and Emma shields. I would even argue long-range poke heroes like Hela and Hawkeye can be trouble for Moon Knight, as he has no real way of dueling them, but Hela is just a Z-tier hero at the moment and feels kind of like a cop-out saying she's a counter. Hopefully with that knowledge in mind, you can start grinding some ranked with Moon Knight.